Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be another roller coaster. What was supposed to be the fulfillment of a lifelong dream has turned into a frustrating and stressful journey, leading to a series of unfortunate events. I'm talking about buying my dream guitar, the Gibson Lucille Legacy Custom Shop. I've been through so much with this guitar that I just had to share the whole story with you. So grab a drink, sit back, and let's dive into the saga of my dream guitar gone wrong. Let me take you back to 1997 when I was just 20 years old. I bought my first Gibson Lucille. I had it for 18 years and it was everything to me. It was my first high-end guitar and over the years it became a part of my soul. But unfortunately, 10 years ago I had to sell it due to some personal circumstances. And since then, I've been dreaming of getting it back. I promised myself that one day I'd get my hands on that guitar again. So in February 2024, I finally made it happen. I bought the Gibson Lucille Legacy Custom Shop, my dream guitar, the one I always wanted. And honestly, it felt like a huge achievement for me. But of course, things didn't go as smoothly as I hoped. When I received the guitar, the first thing that raised a red flag was the case. It wasn't the case I expected. It was flawed. You can watch the video about that here. Instead of spending 220 euros on a new modern case for the guitar, I felt like Gibson should step in and fix this. After all, I'd already spent 7,000 euros on the guitar, including the 400 euro case that came along with the guitar. I reached out to Gibson Europe and honestly, they were amazing. They were super helpful and understanding. They offered me a used case from a store, which was great. Plus, they let me keep the original case, since it could become collectible in the future. It was a fair deal, and after 2 months of waiting, I finally received the replacement case in September of 2024. Now, here's where things started to go downhill. After just 2 weeks of using the new case, I noticed something horrifying. The black liner of the case had reacted with the lacquer of my beautiful custom shop Lucille, leaving black marks around the bindings where the lacquer turned from transparent to, well, black. I couldn't believe it. My dream guitar was damaged and there was no way to fix it. I immediately contacted Gibson again in October 2024, and a month later they confirmed that the lacquer damage couldn't be repaired. They offered me 2 options. Option 1, fix the damaged lacquer, and option number 2, a new replacement Gibson Lucille Legacy, including a modern Gibson case of my choice, alongside the original Lifton case, being that it is a collectible. I chose option number 2, the replacement. I sent the guitar back to Gibson, and as part of the process I had to cut up the certificate of authenticity. It was heartbreaking, but I understood it was part of the procedure. This was going to be a long journey. By January of 2025, I called Gibson Europe to check on the progress. They told me that there wasn't a replacement ready to go. It had to be made from scratch at the custom shop. The process would take about 3 months, so they estimated that I'd get a new Lucille by June of 2025. I sent them a reply, letting them know that I understand that building a guitar takes that long and that much time, but I also mentioned that I missed my Gibson Lucille and that being away from a guitar for 7 months is a very long time. And remind you, this all started with a flawed guitar case. Now, just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, I got a message from Gibson Europe in February 2025. They told me they had some luck and were able to intercept a Gibson Lucille from the custom shop in America. It was already made and it was also already on its way to Europe. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I was so relieved and grateful that Gibson was doing everything they could to resolve this. I mean, I was over the moon. Finally, I thought the wait was over. My dream guitar was on its way. I praised Gibson for their efforts and just hoped that the guitar would be everything I had dreamed of. Now let's take a close look at my original Gibson Lucille. Transparent lacquer, beautiful flamed maple top and back. Color-wise, they had a nice grayish and black hue to it, depending on the reflection of the light. And for me, the USP, unique selling point of this guitar, is that visible wood. Like Gibson does on many standard 335s, like this blue one, or this natural blonde finish. As far as I'm aware, it's the first time a Gibson Lucille is presented like this, and that was, for me, worth it spending 2,500 euros more for this guitar. I like the look of wood, especially flamed maple. So fast forward to last Friday, the guitar arrived and I was over the moon. But when I opened the case, well, let's take a look at it together. I mean, my heart sank. What I saw was not what I was expecting. The Lucille Legacy, as you can see here, I received, has a top and back that is almost completely black. No beautiful flamed maple to be seen. Not here. I can turn it around. As you can see, not here either. The wood is so heavily dyed that it's completely covered. Okay, well, sure, if you look at it closely, it does have a transparent lacquer, and if I put a particular light on it, you may look through it and see some of the wood grain somewhere, but it looks nothing like the guitar I previously owned or that we just saw on the Gibson website. I mean, I'm absolutely baffled. The top and back of this guitar are just black. It's not what the Lucille Legacy is supposed to look like. It's clear to me that this guitar is a misproduction and it should never have passed quality control at the custom shop. I mean, come on, really? I didn't waste a second. I picked up the phone and called Gibson Europe immediately. They answered right away, and I told them that I could not and would not accept this guitar as a replacement. At this point, it felt like my dream guitar journey was turning into a nightmare. So far, it's been an enormously frustrating experience. If I had known that reaching out to Gibson about a case issue would lead to all of this, no guitar for 5 months, hours of back and forth communication, stress and sleepless nights, a series of unfortunate events, I probably would just have spent the extra 220 euros on a new case myself. So here I am, I'm a year into this whole process and I still don't have my dream guitar. But I'm not giving up. Last Friday on the phone they mentioned they would like to see me a happy customer, so they told me send pictures of the guitar and let's figure this out together. So I'm hopeful. This Monday I'll be contacting Gibson again to continue this customer service issue and hopefully we'll get it all sorted out soon. I just want my dream guitar, the one I've been waiting for all this time. Thanks for listening to my story. If you have had a similar experience with customer service or guitar purchases, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, and let's hope this story has a happy ending. Bye.